You're listening to the Logos Radio Network at logosradionetwork.com.
Yeah, last 30 minutes of Truth Exposed Radio, and then we're going to hit the overdrive on Ustream. You can check that out. I'm going to throw the link up on the Truth Exposed Radio's Facebook page. You don't want to miss it. The past couple episodes have been pretty good, but, you know, we get into some awesome solutions, and then now, of course, we have Are Change Texas Hill Country in studio with us, so it's going to be a really big roundtable discussion. I mean, I don't know, there's like 7 people in this room right now, so it's going to be good. It's going to be a really good. You don't want to miss it. But right now, we got Chris and Cuddy of Are Change Texas Hill Country in studio with us right now. What's going on, Gus?
What's up? What's up? How you doing, man? Good to see y'all guys.
Absolutely. So what we brought these guys on because, you know, a while back they joined Are Change San Antonio and started getting active, and right off the bat, really hardcore activists wanting to be there at pretty much every action. And then after a while, they were like, hey, you know, we should form our own Are Change. And they went ahead and formed Are Change Texas Hill Country. And since you guys have started, your YouTube page has already been shared, a lot of videos, including InfoWars. You guys have already got a nice little group of people together that show up to actions, and you guys have been doing stuff up there, but you've also been even coming down to San Antonio as well. And I know that recently you guys have been really involved with this RFID chipping of the student IDs here at Northside Independent School District in San Antonio, and CJ was there with you guys last night. We talked about it earlier in the show, but give us some information, man. I mean, you know, why did you guys come all the way down? I mean, this isn't even affecting you guys at all. You don't have kids in NISD schools, but you make it all the way down to San Antonio to protest this.
Yeah, San Antonio definitely keeps us busy. I tell you what, yeah, we started the THC Texas Hill Country in efforts. That's how we looked at Are Change as an organization that's kind of like cellular division. I mean, it just keeps branching off, and that's the idea of it. Be the change you want to see, be an example, and we particularly like to have a good time while we do it. That's kind of our stick. You know, we get out there, and but man, San Antonio's just got so many things going on with the RFID chips. The first Friday, street actions every Friday. We're giving out an average of 500-600 free DVDs every month.
Yeah, and let me answer your question, Cody. I mean, the reason why we come down here and fight this RFID thing is because, you know, once they get a hold of the kids' minds, I mean, they're the future. I mean, we can't let this, you know, just get, you know, overrun by, you know, and it starts right here. This is the front lines. I mean, we stop them from taking the kids' minds, and they can't have the future. And it's as simple as that, right there.
Well, here's the breakdown. San Antonio actually we are on the front lines of this RFID students, and you ask why. It's because of Steven Hernandez and his efforts. Very courageous, one of the only families that stood up, got the attention of the media. It made national coverage. InfoWars got a hold of it. Huffington, you know, all these major, and Catherine Albright, she's a big supporter of this movement, and she's literally said that San Antonio is the front line for this RFID tracking of the students, because they are literally not looking to just expand it, obviously, throughout the entire San Antonio city, but throughout the state and the entire nation. And in my opinion, it's a violation of your religious, you know, rights. A lot of people, it's an infringement on that. Well, let me just start from the beginning. The parents of the kids didn't even get a chance to get a say-so. It was just implemented. Yeah. And it sure is funny that the school they chose were one of the poorer demographics. You know, the parents are already having a hard enough time paying their bills, raising their kids. And when it's sold to them in terms of it's going to help make your children safer, well, you know, it's easy for them to get behind something like that. It sounds good up front, but what you don't realize is by not giving them a choice and by putting these active badges, there's health implementations that go along with that too. All these kids running around the school with active radio frequencies hanging right next to their heart, the thyroid.
Yep. Not to mention, like you were saying, I mean, this is a poorer district in San Antonio, and they spent $500,000 on RFID chips in student IDs. Do you think that money could be used a lot better? I do.
Yeah, the community could benefit from that money for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to hug the mic, but I was talking to Andrea. She's the daughter of Stephen Hernandez, the main one that has brought this issue to light. And she was telling me so many issues, how she only has one school book because all of her classes have gone online. She said they don't have enough desks, enough chairs. She said that there's leaks in certain parts of the schools that have been going on for years, and they have this nasty fungusy growth smell. And she said they have a schoolroom for 30 children that is like 20 by 20. Wow. And I mean, she just was going on and on and on about how poor the school is, and for them to be, and then that she finally got this teacher that she really loved. It was the lady's first year teaching, and they laid her off after the first year.
If they're having trouble with attendance, they should try fixing that kind of stuff. I wouldn't want to be in that school either, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, they could have spent that money on hiring teachers to encourage children to learn. You know what I mean? I mean, they could have hired 11 teachers at the going start. But, you know, the encouraging thing about last night is, you know, Stephen Hernandez basically stood up, and his daughter, and even now his son, and, you know, last night now there was 3 parents there talking, and they had petition of over 300. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gaining momentum, so much so that when we had 17 people that signed up to speak to the school board.
Yeah, and they only let 5.
But there was more than that. But yeah, they only let 5 of them. So what?
Yeah, because not everybody signed up.
That speaks volumes.
Yeah, we went and signed up.
We've got the full video going to be dropping on our YouTube page. That's We Are Change, Texas Hill Country. We Are Change THC. You can pull that up. I haven't uploaded it yet, but it's ready. I got it on deck. We're going to get that on. We got the whole thing. From the very beginning, when the main lady says, look, we don't even have to listen to y'all. She goes, you know, I mean, straight up. She straight up, and then she reads some sort of law, and then she goes, you know, and then since there's so many of y'all that want to talk about this RFID thing, and we pretty much already heard it last month, you know, she's like, we're just going to let 5 of y'all speak. And this, I'm sorry, this is after them doing over an hour of like
praising themselves.
Awards.
They're like, oh, we're so good. We walked around and we gave some bags to people.
The video moment, they play some crazy video where it's like the music. And
they probably spent like 10 grand on that video.
It's like all phony. They're showing up like I don't know. It was.
What benevolent bureaucrats, aren't they?
And like I was saying earlier in the broadcast, that the first thing they did at the meeting was have a prayer. And you know, make sure God watches over the meeting and the school district.
Prayer.
Yeah, they have this big prayer, and then basically they get up and say, well, we don't want to wear this because of religious beliefs. You know,
who is their God? Who are they praying to?
Hitler, probably.
No, it's money. Let's be realistic, guys. You know, it's money. It's money. Because that's
the one true God.
I went in last month with an open attitude. You know, my stance was like, assumingly y'all have the best intentions for these children, but no, that's not the case of the matter. So
I know they're like rolling their eyes at everybody.
Oh my God, the gleaming. You have to check out this video. I've got it all. I mean, all the 5 people that talk, and then. The main part I'm talking about is like one of the guys, I don't remember his name, but he was just glaring. It looked like a Emperor Sith Lord or something. He was just glaring at Stephen Hernandez. I mean, it was unreal. Like, he knew everybody was looking at him.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was like we were in the twilight
zone. Do they not think that maybe there should be an open discussion on this? Or they're just like, you know, what we say goes and that's it?
From the get-go, we were treated like children. They were like, they said there's 2 people here to speak for financial, issues, so they let them speak first. Well, one of the ladies, I guess, you know, was aware of the RFID, and that is a financial issue. And then so when she broke into that towards the second half,
they kicked her off.
We got that
like, sorry, they're like, no,
no, this is RFID.
This is not about the budget.
And so that's when I spoke up and got our second warning by saying she's not even with us, you know, and it is a financial issue. And then so that, you know. It was just like I
mean, they're only admitting that they spent $500,000. You know, like what's really getting kicked back, I'm sure, is in the millions.
Well, even more news breaking is Stephen Hernandez was the last one to speak, and he had a behind closed doors meeting with one of the higher ups who told Andrea, said, look, if you will just go along with the program, we'll take the chip out of your tag, and we'll give you your right. I thought. You know, I mean, exactly. It is freaking real. Then after the meeting,
and then they said they would suspend her, and the guy was like, "Well, we don't want, you know, she might get expelled, and y'all get fined."
There's gonna be punishment to pay. And then I'm gonna quit running my mouth so much, but look, at the end, this is the creepiest part. So Andrea tells me that one of her friends threw her chip away, like 15 miles away from the school. And the next day she shows up to school, and lo and behold, they said, "Here, put this back around your neck."
Oh yeah, how did they find it when it was outside of the school? You know, I thought they only track you inside the school.
I didn't want to believe her. I didn't want to believe her. I kept asking her, like, for real, you believe her? And she was like, "Yes, this girl does not lie. This really happened." I mean, that's Twilight Zone. How would they know to go, like? How? Oh my God!
Yeah,
and you're only supposed to work in the school, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, we threw the website there that you guys are in studio with us tonight, obviously talking about this issue. So we threw out the website chipfreeschools.com, chipfreeschools.com. It's on Truth Exposed Radio's Facebook page right now, so you guys can check that out and get more information about this fight that's going on. And, you know, I think it's pretty cool what you guys were saying, that I guess everyone's kind of saying now about this issue, that San Antonio kind of is the front line for this. And, you know, you guys being in Texas Hill Country, for listeners that aren't aware with Texas, because we have a lot of internet listeners, I mean, what does this area encompass? Texas Hill Country, exactly.
That's the beauty of it. Texas Hill Country really encompasses North San Antonio all the way to South Austin. So we've got a big area.
You guys got a big territory there. But, you know, you guys have already had a lot of people show up to your actions and been getting involved really early on. I mean, you guys are a young organization. When did you guys start? A few months ago?
Probably, no, I would say exactly a year ago. The first day we really both got really active was the first day of Occupy. Believe it or not, we had, you know, high hopes for that being a sincere organization. We've already covered this before, but day two pretty much exposed them for what they were when they opposed of our Ron Paul shirts and signs, but yet we're willing to accept Satanists and communists and fascists. So, you know, anyhow.
And MoveOn.org. Yeah, it was insane. But I'll tell you what, we're going to break right now, but we still have you guys in studio for one more segment with us, and then we're going to go into Overdrive. So I'm going to be sharing the link for that Ustream account, but you can simply just go to Google, search Truth Exposed Radio Ustream, and you'll find it. We'll be back right next with these guys in Texas Hill Country. You don't want to miss it. Be right back.
You are back with Truth Exposed Radio on September 26, 2012. I am Matthew Medina, and I am in the studio with these guys. I made it here. So Chris Smith right here to my right. I got Cody Hess in front of me. I got CJ Gore in front of me. I got Nick over there. He's reading news articles in real time to give us real updates. And Rob over here to my left. Cuddy.
Yo.
Right here. We got the whole We Are Change SA, We Are Change Texas Hill Country crew up in the studio, and it is exciting. I am pumped up. I'm ready to do something, man. Oh, my God. Every time you get all these guys in a room, like, you know something's going down.
Yeah, absolutely, because this Overdrive Hour is going to be awesome, so you guys don't want to miss that. We're throwing up the link right now. But, you know, finishing.
But remember, guys, it's in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not quite yet. We're still censored.
Truth Exposed Radio.
Let's get this party started.